you have a schedule, this is not on your schedule at 4:30. This is the Desert Shadow Middle School Encore group from Scottsdale, Arizona. Give another. Mr. Phillip Goldblatt is their director, and I'm going to introduce the judges to you now. If you look over here to your left, this is Dr. Jocelyn Jensen from University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And in the center all the way from Wyoming, Dr. Patrick Patton from Casper College. And on your right, Dr. J. Edmund Hughes from Chandler Gilbert Community College in Arizona. I'll turn the time to Phillip, and then you can take it away.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon. This group called Encore will be performing 3 pieces for you. We don't wear this all the time, but for this particular set, we're performing some 80s music. And so we are opening up with Bon Jovi's It's My Life, followed by the song Electricity from the musical Billy Elliot, and we'll be ending with Pat Benatar's energetic Hit Me With Your Best Shot. We hope you enjoy it. I was puzzled since I teach middle school, that middle school is really intense. And so a lot of the times they have to follow so many rules and so much structure to press the And so it's my life is basically taking control. This is who I am. I'm still a child, but I'm growing up.
I really like that. Was that good for you as far as approaching this whole thing is concerned? Because it was really intense. This little girl right here, my eyes keep going up here. She's pretty intense all the way through. You all are, and this is really exciting for me because, you know, in middle school, when years and thousands of years ago when I taught, it was junior high school then. There weren't middle school then. It was junior high school, the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade at that point. And we never had the opportunity to have show choir. When I was teaching, it just wasn't even an option for me. And so this is very exciting for me to see this happening at middle school. Because I think one of the great benefits you have from this, not only is just the fact that in this instance you get to say, hey, this is who I am. And I love that concept. Yeah, it is tough, isn't it? It's tough being however old you are. Now tell me, how many do I have? Just 7th and 8th grade, or is it 8th grade, or 8th grade totally, right? So this is your privilege as 8th graders. I should have known you were all 8th graders. You're a little older, a little more sophisticated. Yeah, we're good. But at any rate, yeah, this is not an easy time. So this is very profound, and I'm glad you're doing this. A couple of things I'd like to share with you. Being from Vegas and having been raised in Vegas, I had the opportunity just as a young girl growing up in Vegas to go. The strip was not off limits to us at that point, and we could go out and I would sit in the lounge, because this will tell you how old I am, but to sit in the lounge, and I actually had the opportunity of buying a Coca-Cola for 50 cents and watching Nat King Cole. Some of you wouldn't know who Nat King Cole was, but at that time he was just part of my heart. And Ella Fitzgerald, who was a remarkable, one of the great scat singers of all time. And so that was kind of my growing up. And now Las Vegas is all surf shows. We have lots of surf shows. And the new Michael Jackson one that's opening up at Mandalay Bay, and just some things that are happening. So my work at the university encompasses lots of things: theater, musical theater, working with the dance department on productions and things like this. So I'm so glad to be able to spend time with you. First of all, number one, the colors on your costumes, did they reflect you individually? Did you make that individual choice yourself? Yes. And I think that's really cool, because that says, okay, there I am, you know, and this is very, very good. I actually had one group that I did, and we didn't really call them a show choir. We did all the top 40 stuff. So we had a live band that traveled with us and so forth. But we had the kids actually taking that. This was in the late 70s, early 80s. We took jeans outfits, you know, and those were, you wouldn't know this, because none of you were even born until last year, but nonetheless, you're way too young. But we had them actually paint their names and do the designs and so forth. And this is why this, again, is appealing to me. Okay, so let's go to your show for just a few minutes. What I'd like to see you do a little bit more of, and that's everybody, is if you, for example, you guys, I wanted to tell you, you 5 gentlemen, congratulations. You are really making it happen. And did you do the flip back there? Did you do a little flip back there? Was that intentional, or did you just? Or was that you? Whichever one, it was really kind of cool. I liked that a lot. But I thought, oh, that's even more who you are. But I like the fact that you're brave enough to be out here with all these women. For heaven's sake. I don't know if you realize when you started, you were pulled more to stage left than you were as far as your spacing is concerned. And when you rehearse, I don't know how big your rehearsal room is, because I talked with a group earlier this morning. Same thing, they have a large room, a large rehearsal room, but I don't know if you do. Do you have a lot of space? Oh, you do. So you do have the benefit of having some lifting off. That answers a lot of questions for me then. So if you've got those built into your room, you've already got automatic height level don't you? So you don't have to. When you do performances, then do you carry or do you have platforms at all to work with?
Sometimes I have a school, sometimes we go to public school that has platforms.
Yeah. This is the thing that was always a problem for me when I travel with my group, is what do I do when I've got somebody want to elevate it over here or somebody else elevate it over there, so it's a little tough to do. So just when you are just getting the feel of the place, see what your spacing is really going to be and try and make the best of it you possibly can. It's tough because we want to see all of you, and we want to be sure that, you know, you realize that every time you're trained, and I say this repeatedly, so it's nothing new and you've heard it a jillion times. You turn away from the audience either loses your sound if you're singing, or they lose you, and you don't want them to lose either one. So the thing you want to do is always keep in mind that your sound is going to be focused out this way, and your eyes and your face and your look and the costume you have on and the way you move and everything else is going to be part of them from the very first time you step on stage. They're looking at you and they're saying who you are, what you're going to do, and how you're going to perform. So you have to keep that in mind all the time. So your focus point is always going to be out here no matter what. Now some of you do that very well and some of you forget that sometimes, and I don't want you to forget it. I want you to keep in mind that no matter what's going on in your life at that minute, no matter if you're angry at the person who stepped on your toe last time around at rehearsal, you're going to just forgive them and you're going to come back out and you're going to do that thing that sells this show. From the minute you step on stage, you are the character you are. So you never change to who you are when you step outside the door at home. You are this person on stage. So you just take it and you just drill it into the fact that I'm never going to be anybody but this character on stage. So that is the thing that I look for when I watch you. I look for the intensity in your faces. I look for your commitment. I look for your eyes. I look for your smiles. I look for all of those things. The costuming is very important, but you, the person who's inside that costume, is the most single important thing that happens to me. That's why when you're singing this music, you're really taking a message and you're saying, this is my life. Don't mess around with it. I'm going to make my decisions, okay? That's pretty tough because, you know, your parents want to run your life. And they should, because I run my son's life. He said I always laid the best guilt trips in the world. You know, he's now grown, so I don't have the opportunity to do it yet. I have to be off stage right away. I've got 2 minutes. Anyhow, so a couple of things. Your singing is very, very important. We do a lot of belting when we do this type of music. We do a lot of belting. That means we're singing kind of from our chest. The thing I'd like you to do is work as much as possible, especially girls who get to the point where we can't get through to break up to our upper voices very well. So as much as you can, work on voice production, because remember, this is a show choir. So show and choir you've got to sing well all the time. I like your arrangements, but the singing is really your first job. Number one is your singing. Number two is how you look on stage and what you do to sell this program. Your choreography is very important. You don't want to clutter it. You don't want to get to where everything's so busy, everything's going on so much that we can't really enjoy what you're doing, singing, and the simplicity of it. Sometimes getting too much action going on is not good. I loved your dances. Who did your choreography? Taylor. The opportunity for them to work with mirrors or videotaping them or anything like that. Do you ever get a chance to do that?
Yeah, they have mirrors in their room that they're in so they can see each other.
They're really lucky. They're really lucky. Okay, so I'm gonna challenge you all to take it upon yourselves to make this show come up about 14 notches from where you are right now. That means energy-wise, that means intensity, that means singing, okay? That means taking your movements and getting them more solidified. And everyone you take 2 or 3 of you and do the show, or a portion of the show, they all come out here and watch those 2 or 3. Let them become the critics for a moment, all right? And share back and forth, and kind to one another, but at the same time, demand the best from yourself. If you don't, nobody else will, right? be wonderful, and I appreciate what you've done today, and I wish I could spend a few more minutes with you, but thank you very much. When you come to Las Vegas, drop by the university, and I'll be happy to show you the campus, okay?
Thank you.